Good evening. Beautiful clear day. Heading back up to check our trail camera that we set up a few days before. Much warmer, good 25 degrees warmer. Lots of bugs and birds. Way off in the distance past the brown, that mountain range over there, that's Big Bear over there. Then here's our mountains. We're about 6,500 feet. Kind of looking around. Another quiet day. You hear some birds. Less people up here today, I think, on the mountain in general. Well, I'm gonna hike forward and see if I can't find our camera. So, I've hiked past where I set up the camera, but I did not see my camera. So either somebody or something took it, or it fell off the tree. It hasn't been overly windy or anything. So I'm gonna have to go back and review some footage and see what tree exactly I left it on. And then I can look around on the ground and slightly down the hill. So, also for Cassie Bullfrogging, longtime subscriber, great friend of the channel, she pointed out towards the end of the last video I put out that down towards the trail downhill from where I am, it looked like a figure was watching me. And I reviewed the footage, and sure enough it did. And I panned down that way 6 or 7 times, and I isolated all of them, stopped and freeze framed it, and then blew them up, and then did my best thinker thunker and tried different filters and different contrasts and stuff. And sure enough, it looked like a person standing there watching me that was there 1 minute and not the other. Well, it looked like it was there 1 minute, or it wasn't there when I first showed up, and then I moved about 10 or 15 feet, and then when I panned down, it looked like it was there. But you got to remember, 10 or 15 feet uphill, when looking downhill, you're changing angles. And I really thought it was a person until I increased the, not the contrast, but the exposure. As soon as I turned the exposure way up, you could see it was a clump of leaves and the log behind it. So that kind of debunked that. And you could see in other shots when I did the same thing, it was a log and a clump of trees. But it really did have the shape of a person and 2 legs and kind of looked like a head and shoulders. I mean, it was good until you turned up the exposure all the way. And I spent like 2 hours going over every inch of it, doing different things I'd never done with my video editor. And it was a good catch. If you guys ever see anything like that in any of my videos, let me know. So I can't find my trail camera. I got to go back and look for it in the video. These are pretty interesting here. I mean, people do come back here somewhat. I mean, I did run into quite a few cobwebs completely crossing the trail. So I don't think anybody's been up here. I mean, that was for Friday, or no, Saturday I set that up, and it's Monday morning. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna pick this back up after I look at some footage and figure out where I put this camera. Okay, found our trail camera. I walked right by it, silly me. So we're gonna open it up here. We got the trail camera. Got about 22 pictures. So we will see what's on there. Probably 5 of those or 10 of those are me walking by. So we'll see. We're gonna head back. And lo and behold, it looks like I caught a good picture of a squirrel early in the morning, rooting around. Well, that's how it usually goes with these things. Usually you end up catching a little bit of wildlife and maybe somebody walking by. There's a few pictures of me and a few still pictures. It didn't look like anything there. So, a little disappointing. Sorry about that, folks. Anyway, stay safe in the woods.